Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to start when parallel parking. If you're paying close attention, you'll be able to see my face right there in the mirror. This is sort of the best camera angle that I could get for showing you the front of the windshield of the car, as well as just a little bit of my steering wheel, and also my face so that you're not just watching the road ahead. Now, how to start when parallel parking is a fairly simple process. There are really only two things that you have to remember. And I'm not going to show you the actual maneuver for parallel parking. I'm just going to go over the starting process. So let's get right to it. I sort of apologize for the angled camera mount, but this is the best that I could do given the time constraint and the situation. As you can see up there, you can't really see, but right behind this mirror, there's actually going to be a red car. Let's actually drive forward so you can see that red car. Now, the two things that you have to focus on with regards to parallel parking is the space away from the car and lining your car up. So you still can't quite see, but maybe if I maneuver around, you can see right there, that red car right over there. That's the car that I'm going to be showing you how to parallel park behind and what to do when you start. So I'm going to explain it, then I'll actually demonstrate. So what you want to do is you want to pull up beside the car and you want to be 2 to 3 feet away from the car beside the car. And that's a pretty standard thing. A lot of people will do that and will say that. But here's where a lot of people, where there's some confusion. Where do you have to be in relation to beside the car? I know how far away you have to be, but are you further forward, are you further back, or so forth? My rule of thumb is that you have to line up your back bumper with their back bumper, and I'll tell you why. Let me demonstrate first and foremost though. So if you want to get a feel for 2 to 3 feet away, the average person's shoe, not their shoe size, but the actual whole length of the shoe is about a foot. So imagine you have 3 of your shoes, or maybe a little bit more than 3 or a little bit less than 3 of your shoes beside the car, between your car and that car. So what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll be able to turn the camera to also show you, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up beside the car. I want to be roughly 2 to 3 feet away from the car, okay? And I want to line up my rear bumper with their rear bumper, okay? I'm going to put my right signal on as well. That's the signal to everyone that I plan on parallel parking. So let's try and turn the camera. Okay, so when I turn the camera, as you can see right over here, as you can see, I'm basically beside the car, but the front of my car is way in front of the front of their car. And that's because my car's longer than their car, but my back bumper is lined up with their back bumper, okay? So that's the reason why, and I'll tell you exactly why. Let's just get out of the way here. I don't want to take up the whole roadway. The owner of the car is actually over there looking at me, wondering why I'm parked beside his car. I'm assuming that he's the owner of the car. But, this is what it comes down to. All cars have different lengths, okay? So with that being said, because all cars have different lengths, you can line up the front of your car, because what you're focusing on when you're parallel parking is the back of your car. You're guiding the back of your car, right? So you're not guiding the front of your car. So why would you line up the front of your car? Some people will say to line up the mirrors, and that's true if your car is basically the same length as their car. If that's the case, then you're going to be lining up your mirrors. But if your car is slightly longer or shorter than their car, then what you would do is you would line up your back bumper with their back bumper. So once again, how to start when parallel parking? You're going to go about 2 to 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet away from the car, beside the car, signal right, and line up the back of your bumper with the back of their bumper, okay? Now, once again, I'm going to do this. We'll just actually turn the camera a little bit to the side, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull up right beside this car, 2 to 3 feet away, signal right, and I'm going to line up my back bumper with their back bumper, which, as you can see, the front of my car is way past the front of their car. Just like that. My back bumper is lined up with their back bumper. Let's get off the road, because obviously this car up ahead is trying to, is going to want to go by. So let's just move away. All right, you have to be courteous to other drivers. Never forget that you're not the only user on the road or driver on the road. But that's it. That is how to start when parallel parking. You want to be 2 to 3 feet away from the car, beside the car, signaling right, coming to a complete stop, and then line up the back of your bumper with the back of their bumper. And that's it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.